Did you know that nearly half of all HP computers sold last quarter were actually AI PCs? I mean, that is a massive jump to 44% of their sales in just months.
It really is wild.
So, welcome, and thank you so much for coming to watch the video today. We are unpacking HP's remarkably strong earnings report.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. It's a staggering shift, Looking at the presentation, they just hit $14.4 billion in revenue.
Right, which is a solid 9% growth.
Exactly. Plus, their earnings per share bumped up 20% to 86 cents, beating estimates. They are feeling so confident they actually raised their fiscal 2026 EPS guidance to between $2.90 to $3.10.
Which is huge. But reading through these documents, the entire engine behind this boom seems to be what they call AI at the edge.
Yeah, that's their big strategic play right now.
I always thought of edge AI as, well, like keeping your private diary in your desk drawer instead of the public library, mostly for security.
That's a great way to put it. But it's also about raw speed on your physical desk. You process the data right there, not waiting for some faraway server.
Oh, that makes total sense.
And for businesses, the why is super practical. Cloud computing costs are simply getting way too high.
Right. Moving those workloads local solves a massive financial headache. But they did warn that memory and storage costs will rise in Q3 and Q4, right? Basically squeezing their margin.
Yeah, that is the big catch we saw in the guidance.
Okay, we are about to dive into the analyst Q&A, which gets pretty intense. But really quick, if you are finding this analysis valuable, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out.
For sure. So jumping into the questions, Samik Chatterjee from JP Morgan asked about margin offsets in the second half.
And HP responded that margins will basically trough in Q4, but they'll mitigate this with strict pricing and cost actions.
Exactly. Then Amit Dariani from Evercore asked how much of this commercial PC growth was just early pull-forward demand.
Meaning people buying early. And HP said it only added roughly 2 to 3% to revenue.
Yeah. Next, Eric Wittering at Morgan Stanley asked about demand elasticity into 2027.
And HP's response was that the total unit market will drop high teens in the second half, but revenue is totally protected by premium AI PC pricing.
Spot on. Then David Vogt from UBS asked about memory sourcing and print demand.
Right, and they confirmed fiscal 2026 memory is secured, and noted that enterprises are prioritizing PCs over printers right now.
Which led right into Wamsi Mohan from Bank of America, who asked about flat supplies revenue and Q3 print margins.
HP explained that price hikes offset the lower volume, and while margins will dip in Q3, they'll rebound in Q4.
Yep. Then Esha Merchant at Citi asked why geographic performance varied so much.
And HP said EMEA and APJ regions are finally having their Windows 11 refresh, so they are catching up to the Americas.
Then Ananda Barua from Loop Capital asked about procuring memory for fiscal 2027.
Right. HP is already qualifying new suppliers for that.
Smart move. Catherine Murphy from Goldman Sachs then asked about the impact of rising resin costs.
Oh, for the plastics. HP said those costs are rising due to oil, but it remains manageable.
Right. Then Krish Sankar at TD Cowen asked about CPU supply and agentic AI adoption.
And HP noted small core constraints are mitigated, and enterprises are heavily shifting to local AI workloads.
Exactly. Then Tim Long from Barclays asked about subscription momentum.
HP responded that their all-in plan is scaling, and consumer demand is only dropping at the low end.
Which brings us to Mark Newman from Bernstein. He asked if memory prices are locked long-term.
And HP said only near-term, which is basically like taking an adjustable rate mortgage. They don't want to lock in sky-high prices when rates might drop.
That is a perfect analogy.
So to wrap this up, HP is riding a massive wave of AI PC adoption and Windows 11 upgrades.
Yeah, but balancing that growth against some aggressive component cost inflation.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please click like, share it, subscribe, and stay tuned for upcoming content.
We appreciate you being here.
And I'll leave you with this final thought. As AI models become smaller and more efficient, will the traditional cloud become less relevant for your daily work tasks? Something to chew on. See you next time.